turned on here. There we go.
There it goes.
Oh,
Hot diggity dog.
How you doing, Cassandra?
Thanks.
I'm Dwight. I actually run the scanning machines as well as doing the maintenance. Brian couldn't be here tonight. He usually does the interviews, but we had a big problem down at our second headquarters, so he had to fly out tonight. And so I'm going to be conducting the interviews, and so I'll have the rest of the team introduce themselves. Why don't you go ahead there, Roy?
oh, hey, I'm Roy. I'm the kind of the tech person. Put the machines together and make sure everything goes okay. Do the brain scans. Hello.
Cool. Nice to meet you.
You too.
I'm Jeffrey. This is Lucille. I'm security.
All right. Nice.
So what sparked your interest, Cassandra, in answering the ad and wanting to go through a process like this?
I have my first degree is actually in computer animation, so I have a background in technology and art too. I've also worked at a strip club, worked in a dungeon, so I'm used to being in the adult industry, so it doesn't bother me.
Gotcha.
Very nice.
Very nice. Great. All right. Let's see here. Did any of you guys have questions before we go through the process?
I'm curious. Could you explain a little more about the dungeon? I'm a little intrigued with that.
Every interview. Here we go.
Every interview. Here we go again, Dwight.
Right.
I'm asking
so
the nice young lady a question.
I worked as a mistress for about 8 months. I always enjoyed leather anyway before that. And it was after my first breakup. And so instead of going and paying for a psychologist, I got paid to go and beat up people, that wanted it. So why not?
All right. Well, it sounds like we have a lot in common with the leather and beating the fuck out of people.
Right?
We the way we work the system, when we bring people in, it takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours to go from when you arrive, filling out the paperwork, getting the scan. It's a two system scan, or two-stage scan system. There's a stand-up scanner, and then there's 2 technicians to come in with hand scanners. So there's 2 stages to that. And then afterwards, there's a mapping of the different orifices, if you know what I'm talking about there.
Right.
So that's the 3rd stage to actually complete the process, and we actually make the dolls on scene to get that initial first doll out. That only takes about a half hour or so, because they'll be working on it as we're scanning, doing the mapping. And so it's a fairly quick process, and we usually like to get the final approval from the actual person that was scanned, or model as it was. And so that's what we kind of do. You'll come into the stand-up unit. You'll do your hands down by your sides. They'll do a scan. You'll put your hands up above your head. They'll do a scan, and we'll repeat that 3 times. And then we'll bring you over to the table. You'll lie down. 2 technicians will come in with hand scanners, and they will run those across your body to get the final details.
Gotcha.
And did you have any questions for us so far?
No, and then just so you know, I'm used to having, I guess, the orifice is scanned. I'm also a standardized patient or model at the university locally here. So, having medical students practice, pelvic exams and breast exams, so it's not a big deal.
Okay.
Comfortable with it.
Well, we generally will let the models operate. What we have is like little sonar. They're like a sexual device, but they're not used in a sexual way for this purpose. But they're inserted, and they stay there for about 5 minutes while the sonar goes off. And then that way it maps the inside. Are you comfortable with the anal region, or is that something that you
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And then for the mouth, we just do like a mouth guard.
Like this. I'm giving an example right now. I'm scanning my mouth for the sonars right now.
Okay. You can move over a little bit. You're cut off, so I can't see your face completely for the scan. Other direction. Yeah, your left. There you go. Perfect.
There you go. I have it hooked in right now.
Roger.
It hurts like a bitch.
Do you have the one in your butt?
Yes, that is currently in right now.
Perfect.
Right.
The
Cool,
problem is
thank
the
you.
problem is he forgets which one he's put in his butt and then he puts in his mouth. And
Ah,
he
shit.
he doesn't dispose of them.
Again.
Right.
Now let me swing this by you real quick because we got a market, especially out in Asia. We haven't been able to hit yet. And we're totally willing to. We're going to scan you for this first go around. This next opportunity is we're looking for someone special, and it's going to pay pretty close to $5,000 when we do this one. Would you be willing to let one of our men impregnate you, and then maybe you come by 6 months later to be scanned again, so we can have a pregnant doll? Because it's a huge market out in Asia that we just haven't been able to produce anything yet. It's something that most of the models just won't do.
Right. The other option you might, because I know for some surgeries, especially like my fibroids, they actually put in air so you look like you're 5 months pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can get a medical professional that's okay with doing that, you might be able to get away with that instead.
Oh, I see.
You know?
Is that something you would do if we could find somebody that would inject air?
Yeah, again, with the air, probably if I could, make sure that they're certified and whatnot, and be assured that they know what they're doing, for sure. Yeah, I think so.
I know Dr. Berkowitz. He's got some friends that are connected, and they're all certified. We don't deal with these shady people, not anymore anyway.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, they offer discounts, but it's not worth the lawsuits anymore.
For the air, I mean, it's like, usually it's a gynecologist specialist, somebody that, they work specifically with women's reproductive,
Those are
and they're
expensive.
used to doing. It's usually for exploratory if they have fibroids. So if they're used to working on women and their, reproductive issues, then yeah, I'd be probably comfortable with that.
Yeah. Well, Jeffrey, I don't know where he went, but he's never had any incidents yet, so he has a
Right.
100% success rate as
Good
far as
deal.
with the air.
Okay.
So yeah, he's cool.
And he has a high pressure compressor.
Right, right.
Now, how tall are you? I don't think that was asked.
5'3".
5'3". Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like to have dolls ranging in all different heights and sizes too. Because again, out there in Asia, they don't generally have the big girls out there. So
No.
they like to import them from the U.S. because we specialize in that.
Right.
So they pay good money for it. And they got that. What is that? They like to feed people. What is that? What it is? They feed them. They like
Yeah,
to
yeah.
make them big.
Yeah, yeah.
And with these dolls being able to move on their own, and they actually, if they want a beer, like the doll will go get them a beer. They're fully functional. They walk as if they're a human.
Wow.
They talk to you and stuff. It's like almost like an Alexa, but in a doll.
Right, right. They respond back. They got feedback.
Yep, they talk dirty. Yep. They do it all, and they actually learn. They're an artificial intelligence, and they actually learn what you like sexually, and then
Wow.
they actually have Wi-Fi included in them, and they do the Google stuff, and they try to learn how to improve on those different acts.
Right, right. So it's like, Cherry 2000 type stuff.
I apologize. I had to take my contacts out because they were bugging me.
No worries.
So excuse my absence. Go ahead.
Okay.
I don't know what's up with him today. I swear.
So something with him.
I'm gonna
No worries.
I'm gonna contact HR. I think we might have to get a saliva test on him. But yeah, I think you're a good fit. I think we'll be able to get you in here and get this done. What I'll do, because
Sounds good.
we're going to nail down the date still. So what I'm going to do
Okay.
is I'm going to contact Brian and tell him that you're still interested and that you're a go for this. And I'm going to have him email out the information there as soon as they lock the date down. I would expect it's probably going to be within the next 2 weeks that we're going to bring the models in for the scanning.
Sounds good.
All right, Cassandra, I'll go ahead and send that out to Brian and have him get in contact with you.
Okay, I look forward to it. Thank you, guys.
Sounds
It's
good.
nice speaking with all of
Nice
you.
speaking
Nice
with
meeting
you.
you.
Fuck yourself.
You too. Take care.
Mm.